Hello, I'm going to be telling you what I did on Monday, the 6th of February. So, to begin things off, first thing what we did was taking this off because, just want to let my neck breathe. Sorry, there we go. So, Monday we just did like the same old, we just rehearsed our Croy the Riots piece, well, our protesters piece more or less. So we more or less did that. There was some people that were sick that haven't seen the stuff that we changed. So we had to like show them what's new and all that sort of stuff. We even changed up a thing or two. When we do the memory scene in the circle, we said, well, sorry, we said that, well, the director said that instead of like these two groups come in and then no, basically what we had originally was one group will come in and then another group will come in and they'll do their movement and then they'll merge together. But this person has three people. So what we said was now is that this person does this movement with this person, and then once they're done, they now do a different movement with another person. So that's what we sort of went with. So it's kind of complicated. So basically, she does a movement with this partner, that partner leaves, and then the other partner comes in and they do that movement together, and yeah, and then that's where we just go back to normal and that sort of stuff. So we did that. Afterwards, we because it was a long day really. We more or less just rehearsed more or less. That was about it. We did a little vocal warm up. We did physical warm up as well, just to get our body warms up and all that etc. We showed the director our pieces as well. Sorry, I had to stress my director. He said to me that my vocals can be a little bit more louder, like more presentable. Like it's basically like when I was saying my words, I wasn't hitting the back of the theatre, because that's my aim. I have to hit the back of the theatre, because if it don't hit there, then the audience won't be able to hear me. So I had to project louder. One thing I thought about doing was doing that exercise we did with Ryan in year one, where we had to put our hands right under our diaphragm and say mind the gap. It's like you're shouting out to the audience more or less. We're not shouting it because you don't want to damage your vocals, but like take a deep breath in and you'd be like mind the gap. And I did that. Well, I didn't do that, but I thought of doing that for next time when I rehearse. But yeah, that's what my group was told when we run it. We were also told what was it? Oh, in sync. Because one of my partners, they wanted to add a movement where we go like that. I thought it was a good thing. I thought like we could have added it in, but because of time, I wasn't like too sure. Plus, every time we did it, we weren't in sync, and it looks kind of messy. So on that note, I had to say it's a good one. It's a really good movement, but I don't think we should add it. Maybe if it was earlier on, then maybe yes. But because we got 2 days left, there's like not really sure about that one, but it's fine. It was a good idea, and some ideas don't work at the end, and you just gotta deal with it and just move on. So yeah, everyone else's performances were okay. Some people forgot their lines, but they can always just look back on it, maybe do the line technique and get it done. And yeah, that was more or less it what we did. The final part of the lesson, one of my classmates, she basically wants to add more to like the whole scene. Well, it's not a scene, the whole piece. She just wants to add a little bit more. So that was perfectly fine. So she made us do some stage combat. She made us like go to one on the side of the room, and we'll each meet each other in the middle, and we'll start fighting. Then we'll go to the back, and then we'll make a triangle, but we're jogging on the spot, and then we'll separate. So we more or less did that. My partner was there for a second, but then he disappeared because he had to go to somewhere. It was an appointment, so I was more or less just fighting the end. But it was okay because we did choreography. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like we sort of like planned our movement. Well, not movement, our fight. So I know what I'm doing. I know where to push him. I know where to dodge when he throws a punch or a slap, all that sort of stuff. It's important that you plan it. You can't improvise fight scenes because you never know what I could do, or you never know what this person can do, because you can just be like, it's like, oh sorry, I thought you were gonna turn. Like it don't work like that. But other than that, it went pretty well, I believe so. So yeah, one of my strengths is probably the fight scenes, because I remember some of the movements, like if he stabs me here, I'm gonna go like that, or if I punch him here, I have to hit my chest here, I make the noises as well, because like it's when you get hit, you make a noise, like you react. So if I get punched and stuff, I'm like, oh, it's more like the vowels noises you make, like oh, ah, and stuff like that. If I get stabbed, ah, stomach, oh, all those sort of stuff. So it was just basically recapping what I did in the past. So yeah, that was more it. I already told you my weakness is just presenting my voice to the other side of the room, and how to solve that is to do exercises like mind the gap. And yeah, that's all I got to say. See you later.